What motivates you? What's your motivation? What's your drive?
I think answering that is, I think I'm blank right now.
Why are you blank? Because okay, so when you were in school, you were a very responsible man.
How do you mean?
Okay, so let me explain what I mean. So you were responsible based on your department. You were a class rep. You also had like JCI going for you. You also had family going for you. You also had yourself going for you. You also had work going for you. You had a lot of things going on for you at the same time. How are you able to stay sane? And what motivates you such that all of those things happening to you all at once, all of those things that you had to pour yourself into, didn't break you?
So I think, okay, let me start from school. So I was not a fan of school because I just feel like, okay, because they used to say school na scam, school na scam. But along the line, I got really interested in school. Okay, I want to know what's going on. Let me find out. Okay, they said it's scam. Okay, is it really scam? Let me find out. Now, my engagement in school, classroom, for instance, it was not my thing. Okay, I just go to class that day. The first lecture, no class rep, no course rep.
Okay.
Sorry, no course rep. So the lecturers came in. They asked, "Who is the course rep?" And we were saying no course rep. First, second, third. Then the second day, I just stood up after the first lecture and I was like, guys, I think we need to decide and have a rep because it's a shame on us. We are adults. How will the lecturer just walk into the class and ask us who is the course rep or the
And
class
nobody.
rep? And nobody is answering. And they were like, okay, you be the course rep. I'm like, oh no, why have I so grown up? So I said, okay, you know what, let's do it this way. So I wanted to push it away from my head, not knowing that it's going to
Fall on you.
fall on me. So I said, let's vote. So I nominated two guys. Then he said, no, you can't nominate two guys.
And
and
you not
put
nominate yourself.
So they wanted to use it as a revenge for me, like, okay, why will you even speak up? Leave us like that, let's just continue. So they voted, like majority of the class voted for me more. At that point, I was like, I have a lot of work. I have a lot of things going on in my life and this. Okay, no problems. So I reached out to a lady, okay, you know what, can you be the assistant course rep? Unfortunately, she said no. I said, okay, no, I will run it. God will help me. And that was it. JCI. So I love to volunteer to really help. So most of the time, even if I'm not working, I still volunteer. Even if I'm working too, I still volunteer, either for church or NGOs. So that time, I think it was in my HND1 first semester or second semester, they just came to my class and were like, okay, there is a speech contest. So I'm the class rep. The information came through me. So I sent it to the group. Guys, who do we send to for this? And they said, you are the one. At that point, I was like, why is it always me? Okay. And the thing was, I think it was just 3 days to the program. And the topic was artificial intelligence, something like that.
No.
Like, okay, well, it's something I can still do, but I can't face the crowd. I'll just fuck up. And so I told them, I explained to them, you guys know, even in class, most of the time I don't stand in your presence to talk. I just send message to the group or just send somebody. You're like, no, you will be the one to do it. Okay, no problem. The day for the departmental contest came, I did that last, like, okay, between the faculty. So I did that and I was praying that I will not proceed to the next stage.
No, you proceed.
But I was the first.
You did not only proceed, you were the first.
Then the second person was an ND student from FUTEC. I'm like, so I'm going to now contest, like, now the old school. Okay. I made research, did everything, and I just went for it, and we did it. Then after the event, they were telling us, okay, they told us about JCI and what they do. And I said, oh, this is something I love to do. And that was how I joined. Then for work, how I like balance everything, I think I just like create priorities for it. So when I was in school, I was not that punctual. It affected me because sometimes I will not be in class. But another thing that helped me with being the class rep was I can just, even if I'm not in class, I'm at home, I can just send an information that, oh, I'm currently unavailable, and my class mates will just cover up for me. Even lecturers too, they already know that, oh, I'm the class rep. So even if I'm not around, they will be like, oh, maybe he went on an assignment. So that helped me on school side. And I was not even bothered again that, oh, the pressure is on me. Although the pressure was really, really much, to be very, because it affected some of my jobs. Because sometimes I will have tests. Then there was a lecturer that you dare not miss his class. I'm the class rep. He cannot, there's no other person he will call except from me. And then it'd be like, if you miss his class, you can't, because there's a policy in my school too. If you meet 70%, you must have 75% attendance. So if you don't have that, how do you want to proceed? My class rep classmates cover up for some of them, but that man, no matter how close the deadline is, I must be in the class. But at the point, I started just giving him excuse too, and I went with that. Then work, I would burn the nights on work. That's how I manage work. And that's it.
So haven't been a leader in different points of your life. Haven't been a leader in different points of your life, or at least being. How do I want to put this now? Haven't you been a leader in different points of your life? What do you think makes a very good leader?
I think tolerance, patience, because you have to be very patient. Because I remember when I took the role of the class rep. So I did not resume with my mates. So in polytechnics, there's something. The stage is ND and HND. So after ND, you go for 1 year IT, then you resume back the following year for HND. So after ND, I made up my mind I'm not going to school again. So even when my colleagues were reaching out, I just give them excuse that, you know what, I'm running a course, so I'll not be available right now, maybe next year. But in my mind, I already knew that I'm not coming again. But then my boss was like, you already started, you have to go and finish it. Collected the form, I was praying to be admitted. I got admission. Okay, now I resumed with people who were not my mates.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how I want to relate with them, because I don't relate with people easily. If we don't have a relationship before, I find it difficult to just move to you and speak to you, or we don't have something in common, like maybe we are in the same field. If you're a designer like me, it's very easy for us to click.
Yeah.
So then, when they gave me the role of the class rep, these guys were not even friends at all. Like, it was as if they were opposites. Like, they were just looking for my downfall, to be very honest. That was how it looked like. There is no week we will not fight on the group. We'll fight, shout on ourselves, they'll call us, they'll call me out. Because then, I even had a group. So, when I got to school, I wanted to make everything easy for me. Because during my ND, what I did was, I had some friends, we were like 7 or 8, we read together. So, even if one is not serious, the other person will be, let's give yourself a break. Exactly. So, I picked I think we were 7 from different schools. And some of the people that we did ND together, so that, okay, you know what, let's read together. So that, because I know I will not be available. Because it affected me, because when I have exam and I have work, I will not read until 1 hour to the exam.
Anyway.
That's me. It affected me a lot. I was even surprised how I passed most of my courses, and people will be like, wait, you're supposed to be reading, I said, you know what, if I don't work, how I won't come school. Now work, they pay my school fees. I just do like that. And then I started just introducing different things like games, tolerating what they are doing. I had a lot of patience with them, and that was it. And when we graduated, before we graduated, I made sure I organized an hangout, because I realized that the whole class then were not really together. There were a lot of groups. In my class, we're not even up to 50, and we have up to like 14 groups. Like that.
Everybody just had their clique.
Exactly. So I thought about it that, okay, you know what can bring us together, and we'll be friends and we'll create memories. So I just discussed with someone, and we're like, okay, you know what if we organize an hangout? And she said, it would be good, but do you think our class will buy the idea? I said, If they don't, you know what? We'll just make it happen, even if everybody's not coming. And we did it together. That was it.
I want to speak about your friendship with Juwon.
Okay.
Your babala.
Okay.
How did you guys become friends? Because I've I actually find it hard to see males like your gender
They're friends.
that are friends, very vocal about their friends. You upload
Wait. Really?
Yes, you upload
Wow.
Juwon on your status, like, and you show your love to Juwon openly.
I feel that's how it's supposed to be.
But I don't see most of your gender. Many
Really?
of your genders, or do you maybe? Except maybe I'm the one who haven't seen them. Have you seen your genders?
Well, I don't have a lot of friends, so really.
So how were you able to be friends with Juwon?
Juwon did most of the work. I think I'm this person that I find it difficult to really, really, really flow with someone. But once I find that person, we just click and we'll be friends. And Juwon did most of the work, like I said, because then we met in church.
Okay.
So we used to have this program in church, like VG. So it's a rotational VG in my church. Then I went and he came as well. I don't even know where he heard about me. He just walked up to me. Hi, my name is Juwon. I said, my name is Oluwapelumi. Like, I was never interested. I was like, my name is Oluwapelumi. I don't even know what to say next. Then he picked up the conversation. I'm a designer too. Like, I was not responding well. I felt he should have walked away. But he pushed further and we exchanged contact. Then he reached out to me on WhatsApp. I was feeling, okay, so what next? Seriously, because if you know me as far back as 2019 and you like chat with me or talk to me, I think after 3 days, you don't want to talk to me again. Because if there's nothing to talk about, that's me. I think it still affects me now, Sha, because if there's nothing to talk about, I'll just keep quiet. I'm like, oh, okay, I think we are done. Okay, and that's it. Then we started talking. I don't even know how it grew. We started talking and we became very close that I go to his house, sleep over in his house, and that was it.
So how have you guys continued being very close friends?
I think we don't see our flaws. I think that's one. Because there was a day I was asking him that way. They said if two people want to be close friends, they will have to fight. And we've never had any misunderstanding that we would look at our face and say, guy, are you okay? This is like...
Are you serious?
Seriously. Then he said, we handle issues. If we have any misunderstanding, he will call me, guy, I don't like what you did. And I'll tell him, do you know you don't have sense? That's how we just solve our own issue, and that's it. Nothing like we are holding anything against ourselves. We've never had any day. There's no day we'll not speak to ourselves. Even if they are not talking, if we are not calling, we'll send message, or we reply to our status, or we just send ourselves reels. We might not respond immediately, but we just know that, oh, I saw this guy's reels. He's seen my own too. But that's just it.
So no fights, like...
Nothing.
So when you guys have misunderstanding, like you said, it's just one call, my guy, what do? You know this.
Okay, so there is something that happened. I think that was I think I came to Lagos November or December last year. So I'm this person that when I have work, I might not eat. So I'll just make sure I finish my work before I eat. John was doing more of the cooking. He went to the kitchen, cooked, did that for like 3-4 days. I did not assist him. Then there was a day. Okay, no, I think it was the 4th day or 50th, I can't remember. Then he cooked. I did not eat. I was feeling guilty already that what I'm doing is not good. I'm supposed to join him. Now, the guilt did not make me to go and serve myself. No, serve myself. Then, I don't even know. I think I just went to eat something else. He allowed me finish it. Then he called me. I was on headset. Just threw something at me. Like, I was waiting for you to to see if you are going to serve what I cooked or you eat something else. Then we just spoke about it, and I told him, I had work to do. He said, no, people where they work for, they know the job. Then that was it. That's how we solve our own issues. We don't really have any fight. That's it.
Do you think that men should have strong
Yeah,
man-to-man
sure, because
relationship?
sure you should be with your fellow gender, because even females too have a very close relationship with your female genders than guys, because if you're in trouble, that's the person you can run to be very honest. If I'm in any trouble, if I want to do anything, the first person I talk to is Juwon. Hey guy, or Alpha, I want to do this thing. Like, if I don't have sense, he will call me back. If you want to do anything too, we wanted to do something this morning. When I got here, he still reached out to me. We're still talking. So that's how we do it.
So it's important that
It's
we all
important, very,
have
very important.
that
Yeah.
kind of. So how do you think that your gender can open up? And why do you think that your gender, okay, maybe I should just ask you, like, do you think that men don't have like strong friendships, let me say friendships with their fellow men?
I think it depends. Some people don't. So it depends on the past too. So if I am to, sometimes you just have to let what has gone, let it just be in the past. What has happened in the past, let it just be there. If I were to react based on what has happened to me in the past too, I might not have any friend. I can just be a solo person and just live my life. Because I remember working somewhere after I graduated from high school, and I left for JAMB, but they don't want to allow me to leave sharp. Long story short, people that I was working with, they ganged up against me. They were all guys. And before I know it, I found myself in the police station.
Wow.
So I told Joe about it, so that if I wanted to just be like, you know what, I think that affected me a bit, because there was a time I did not want to be with I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't trust people. Then I'll be like, everybody's the same. You will betray somebody one day. I think that's what happened, to be very honest. That's why people don't want to be so close or too open to somebody, because they feel like, okay, when something happened, it's either you use it against me or you are just going to find my downfall. There is something I saw on TikTok which did that somebody was complaining that a fellow Nigerian went to report her at her place of work and they fired her. Like, why will you be finding the downfall of your fellow human being? And not just your fellow human being. You are the same flair, the same color, and all of that. So some people just want you to grow. Some friends, they want you to grow, but they don't want you to be above them. So that's why some people, they don't open up to themselves. Whatever I do, Juwan knows. Whatever he's doing, he knows. If you want to do anything that will make progress in his life, you tell me, yeah, are you interested in this? Then I'll be the one to now decide, oh yes or no. Sometimes we don't agree on everything. You might say, you know what, I want to buy this. And I'll be like, you know what, I'm not buying this. At this point, this is what I want to buy. So just be free with yourself, be open up, and allow yourself to just be able to trust people again. Don't think everybody's the same. Because you had a bad experience doesn't mean that the next person also is just going to be the same thing. That's it.
I've never heard the story of you entering, like, of you landing in police station before.
I don't really say it to people. I don't tell people, because people will feel like, okay, you did something bad.
Oh yeah.
So the only person I've told is, I think Juwon. Then okay, I told one of my friends too in school. Then I don't know what we were discussing. I think it was around trust, and I just had to tell him, like, guy, be careful with people you relate with, so you don't land yourself in trouble and all of that.
So you said you were able to like now trust Juwon. Was it a mindset shift for you? Did you have to work on your mindset, or you just woke up and you're like, I'm going to trust people today?
Okay, so the thing is, I think some of the videos I watch really helped me. So,
Kingsley Okonkwo.
Exactly. That's like the number one person I watch. I watch Pastor Samadiyemi. I watch a lot of them, sha. But my number one person, go-to person, is Kingsley Okonkwo. So I've watched a lot of his videos. So although it focuses on relationship, but I picked something from there that, you know what, heal from the past so that you can deal with the present and now think of the future.
Yeah.
So I had to like heal from that. That you know what, I can still trust people again. I can still trust people with whatever I have. They will not feel intimidated. They will not feel oppressed, and like even if I'm above them, they will not feel so. And if they're above me too, I will not feel like, oh, this person is going to grow ahead of me, then I'll be left back. Do you get? John, for instance, we were both graphic designers, flyer designers, but it was into logo. I was just doing flyer, and all of that. Then it transitioned into UI UX,
Yeah.
all of a point. And I was still doing flyers. If we looked at like the distance, it was so far. Do you get? Along the line, I also transition. Then I don't just do flyer again. I now go into photo manipulation, branding,
Yeah.
then motion. That's it. So we grow together. It's not like, oh, someone is growing, then someone is behind. So we are picking ourselves together. That's it.
We are speaking about volunteering. What motivates you to volunteer? What's your motivation for volunteering?
I feel I just like helping people, because I know everybody, they say all fingers are not equal. So there are some people that wish to. Okay, for instance, how I got into computer was not like I went to learn computer. So I was in school. It was when I was in SS2. Then these people came to our school. Since when I was very little till I got to SS2, I have never seen a laptop or a computer system. I only see it in textbooks. And the way it is, like, okay, I want to travel out, I want to explore the world. That was how it is for me. Then that, okay, you know what? I want to see what the computer looks like, even if it's just to touch it. And they came to our school, they were like, we're going to take you guys for 2 days. They'll teach us. Then we'll come for an exam the 3rd day. Then whoever pass, I think above 70% or so, then they are going to give us a free 3-month training. And I went home, read, got there. We passed. They said they were going to pick a certain number, but we were above that. And they said, no problem, they are going to pick all of us. And I was part of those they picked. And yeah, I started learning. But throughout these 3 months, they only taught me how to press keyboard. I did not learn anything. They even told me, okay, what do you want to learn? Because they gave us a form. I told them I want to learn engineering. I did not even plan I want to do graphics. Then the woman said, you can do graphics. I said, what's graphics? I'm not drawing anything. Although I love drawing, but no, this is not what I want to do. That I just love to offer solution to people. She said, you can offer solution with graphic design. Now I was just seeing painting, like, oh, how is painting a solution? I will just paint something for you. I did not even know that you like all of this now. I don't know. It was along the line that I started
picking them up.
Then that was it like that. I do not have the privilege to own a laptop and learn. I feel like there are some people also who could not do that. Like JCI, for instance. I spoke to my president then that, you know what, let's organize like a boot camp that will just train people on some tech skills. I can volunteer to teach graphic design and maybe a little of video editing. Then I will look for some people that can also teach some other course, and we'll see how we can go from there. And we were able to achieve that. So people that were not able to like enroll for a course, they attended, and people that are very serious.
Yeah.
Like in my own course now, graphic design, then I saw like 5 people that were very, very serious. After the 3 months, I reached out to them and said, are you guys interested in mentorship? I don't mind having you guys in a group, and then I'll mentor you till I feel like, oh, you guys can now stand on your own. And they opened up to it, and we started. Currently, 2 of them are working as a graphic designer on their own.
That's cool.
Like when I see jobs, I just refer to them, and I know that, oh, this is what they can do. I just refer it to them. So that's what drives me to volunteer.
Your joy is helping other people without the
Yeah,
privilege.
I think that's what it should be for everybody. Like, okay, if somebody helps somebody, we are growing, we are both growing together. It's not like, oh, we're not complaining that, oh, I'm far better than you. Instead of doing that, just help the other person. That we'll have a better world.
True. When you were speaking, I think what came to mind was Igbo does this thing where they're like,
Okay.
oh, we did my brother's shop.
Oh
What?
yeah, that they will buy from them. Yeah,
Oh, you did my other shop. You did my other shop. Make I
yeah,
go bring up my
yeah,
other shop.
yeah.
But in the real sense, they're just going to another Igbo man that
Exactly.
has the same
That's how it's
thing.
supposed to be. Seriously, if we do it like that, I don't know why we are competing. To be very honest, okay, you have 10 naira. There's one thing I love about Indians.
Yeah.
I read it one time, a long time ago, but I don't know if they still do it. Like the way when we are 20, even before 20, you leave your father's house. You know, you
Yeah.
want to go and stand alone. Some people will still be in their father's house until like 20, 30. They will build his own house, then he will move there, pack some people there together.
True.
Then they will grow from there. If we can do it like that, it will be easy than, okay, in a family now, let's say they have 4 kids. The 4 kids after 20 years, everybody left. Now they are struggling for rent, struggling for feeding, struggling for other bills, and they are still thinking of home. Oh, we need to send something home.
Oh.
But why not
Home to just be together.
be together, grow together? Then everybody can now say, okay, I want to go and stand on my own. Now you can stand on your own. Go and stand on your own. I know that, yeah, if you are like that, it can still limit us because you'll be like, oh, you are convenient. Like they will say, go out of your comfort zone. But at the same time, we can still find a way to still be there and still thrive. I feel so.
I like that mindset of not seeing other people as a competition, especially including family members. I think that's something I don't like.
Why will you see your family members as a competition?
So some people used to do family competition.
I lie. I even want my younger ones to be very, like, I'll be like, oh yeah, like I'll see him on a screen. The day I saw my brother, like he went to Hearts and they won a prize. I think, I don't know, but the prize was huge. I was like, yes, that's my brother. Like, when I even pray, I'll be like, God, I want my brothers, like my siblings, younger ones, to be ahead of me, like very, very far. That they will be like, now, yes, that's my brother. No matter how they are, that's Pelumi's brother. Yeah, that's his brother. No matter what, they can't remove that. And we still bear the same surname. Even if you're a lady, yeah, you are changed. They'll still refer you back to me that, oh yeah, that's Pelumi's sister. Exactly. So that's it. Even that alone is pride for me that, oh yes, that's my sister. Why wouldn't I want them to progress?
Wait. So, but you also know that there are people who have the mentality of, because I have suffered, then you should also suffer.
It should not be like that. Why do you want somebody to pass through pain when you can find an easy way for them? No, I don't think it should be like that. When I know that, oh, even the mistakes that I've made, I make sure that my siblings, they don't. Okay, when my brother graduated from ND, because he came to my school too, and he was not doing anything. After then, I was like, guy, what do you want to do with your life? He said, everything will be fine. Everything cannot be fine if you sit down. He studied mass comm. Okay. I said there are a lot of things you can do in mass communication. Now, you know T-Code now?
Yes.
I've been working with T-Code then. I said, let me enroll you to a voiceover training with T-Code. And I told him, okay, he was like, what's voiceover? Then I explained to him. This, when we call and they tell us the number you're trying to call is not reachable, that is voiceover. Somebody recorded that and they paid that person a lot of money. He said, I'm not interested. Okay. What do you want to do? I'm not interested. I don't know what I want to do yet. Okay. I left him. Because at the point, I was forcing him to just do tech. Then somebody who is like an auntie to me in church, she said, everybody will not be into tech. Some people will just do business and they'll be fine. And they'll be even wealthier than people who are into tech. I said, yes. But let this guy define what you want to do. Then I just left him. Like, you know what? Let me leave this guy for like 3-6 months and see what he will do before I now report him to my uncles. And now they will find a better way, and at least they have more experience to communicate to him. Then he went to my brother uncle's place. Then all of a sudden, I found my brother designing websites. I'm like, oh, finally, this is what I want you to do. I was very happy. Like, I was into website designing. Now he does video editing. I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. So sometimes you just need to let people, they really will not suffer because you still guide them, but let them also just like see life to themselves. Like I feel maybe he has explored a lot of things, sat down on his own and think that, oh, is this thing going to work? Because if I had not advised him, he'd just be like, let us just go with the flow. Maybe one day we'll just sit down and be like, oh, what this guy is telling me might be true. What did I really want to do with my life? Because some people don't know. They just move on, be like, you know what? When they wake up in the morning, let's just go with the flow. Whatever comes, comes.
Sure.
Whatever happen, we'll face it. We are ready. But they should get to that point that they'll sit down and say, wait, what am I going to do with my life? What's the next phase of my life? That's it. I think everybody will get to that phase.
Yeah. Do you think we ever stop finding ourselves?
I don't think so. Personally, I'm still finding myself. So I feel you just pick one interest again. At a point you feel like, okay, this is what I'm doing now. I'm loving this. Then all of a sudden you just feel like, do I really want to continue doing this? I feel like I am not being fulfilled in this space again. I really want to do more, or I want to explore other things. At the point I did coding. Then I did it for like 3 months. I realized that no, this is not my thing. My thing is just to do design, be it motion design, 3D animation. 3D animation is still one thing I want to do. Like I want to be able to do VFX, something like what Mistake does.
Okay.
All of those. Do something like Tom and Jerry. That's when I was very young. There is a center in Ibadan that is called Don Bosco.
Okay.
So we used to go there every evening to go and watch cartoons, and they'll play it for us, and I'm like, oh wow, so people do this thing, I can do it too. And when I started doing design, I'm like, wait, I want to do Tom and Jerry. Then when I advanced, I realized that, you know what, it is a process.
Yeah.
Some people started with just some people don't even start with design. Some people don't start in tech, but you find out that, okay, some people start with like banking.
Yeah.
Then they find themselves into coding. At the point they stop coding and find themselves into product management, project design, and project management and all of that. So I just pick interest. We can get bored too sometimes. Sometimes I get bored just designing flyers. That was even what made me realize that no, I don't want to do flyers forever. It's not about money or anything. It's just like, no, I'm not fulfilling I'm not feeling the joy. I'm just doing flyer, yeah. The client is happy, but I'm not even happy with what I'm doing. I want to do more. Then, okay, let me start motion design. I registered and I enjoy the process of motion. I've done a lot of things in motion, but I don't feel like I'm there yet. That's why I don't even post some of my works. The only one I post is maybe my assignments. I just post it like, okay, let people know that, oh, this guy is still, because I want people to be accountable for me too, that, oh, wait, this guy said he started. Is he really doing it, or is he building something behind the scene, or is he just sitting and waking up and sleeping? Yeah. We evolve.
If you're going to tell whoever is watching this one thing, what would you tell them? To cap everything you've said.
I think what I would tell anybody watching this is just start from anywhere. It will be rough, very, very rough, but you might not know where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay, like me, for instance, it was this year that I had to sit myself down and be like, Pelumi, you are turning this age this year. What do you want to do in the next 5 years? In the next 10 years, where do you want to be? Like all this while, I've not thought about it too. I just feel like, oh yeah, I am enjoying the moment. Yeah, I would say you should enjoy the moment. But then, yeah, I said you might not know where you're going. Enjoy the process, enjoy the moment, but write some goals you want to achieve, pen it down. Okay, this is what I want to achieve this time. Sometimes you might say, okay, maybe in the next 2 years, I want to do this, and you might not achieve it. Don't feel bad. You are human. Yeah. We have limitations too. Yeah, we always want to, every time it will not be up. Sometimes it should be just 10%. Sometimes you will just be 20%. Sometimes you'll be 100. Some days I'll walk and I'll be like, oh yes, I'm excited to walk, very excited. I will walk throughout the whole day. I will still be excited. Even when I want to go to bed, I'll be like, oh no, I still need to do something. I might not just walk that time self. I can just make research, gather some information, then wake up. I still feel very excited. And another day, I'll not even feel any vibe. I'll just be there. I need to still deliver, but I'm not in the mood to deliver. I think they call it discipline. That you will not always be. I saw the quote somewhere, sometimes, but I've forgotten. You will not always be excited, sharp, but okay, no, you will not always be motivated to work, but discipline and determination keeps you going. So that's it.
That's Belumi's word to you. Keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
Start and stay disciplined.
Yeah.
In everything that you do.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye. Why is it that you people don't wave? When somebody say bye bye, you're supposed to wave at the camera. Bye bye, guys.
Bye, guys.